Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and you've missed the Kickstarter now, unless you're watching this video just after it comes out and you get straight into action with the link below the video in the description field. You could still join if you haven't already, but the response has been phenomenal and we are so grateful. I just looked a moment ago and we had reached 7,000 backers. A milestone I, for one, never expected we would. Thank you so much for taking part in that. If you have, that's fantastic. And, you know, I'm sorry if you missed out, but there we go. Now, Patreon, very busy with the solve for our monthly reward puzzle going up today, and yesterday Sam Cappelman-Lyons' astonishing solve of his really brutal puzzle that we used as a competition. We're still yet to resolve the winner of that, as far as I know, and we will do so in due course. Also, tomorrow on the channel we will be publishing my recent listener crossword solve from 3 or 4 weeks ago now, and I hope that'll be of interest to crossword fans. There's a really interesting finish to the puzzle generally for anybody else. Now, let's have a look at this puzzle. This is from Cam Dennis. Now, that's a name you may remember if you've been following the channel for a while. We've done 3 or 4 of Cam's puzzles, and very often what's happened is Cam has produced a new idea and a really good puzzle based on that, and then somebody else has taken the idea on even further, so who knows this time. And this is an interesting idea. This is a form of mirror Sudoku. Now, the way this works, there are some killer cages and normal Sudoku rules apply. Normal killer rules apply as well. In each of the cages, there cannot be repeating digits and they add up to the sum given. Now, what's this line doing in the grid? This doesn't actually appear in Cam's version of this puzzle on Logic Masters Germany, but I've put it in because I think it'll help me. This is a mirror. And the way this mirror works is that each digit that gets used in the grid has a partner, something it can see in the mirror. So if a number appears here, its partner appears here, reflected in the mirror. So if this is a 1, maybe this could be an 8. And then 1 and 8 will always be paired everywhere in the grid. So if there was a 1 there, there'd have to be an 8 here. If there was a 1 there, there'd have to be an 8 here. And this line, therefore, acts as the mirror of symmetry. You can have digits that are their own partner, but anytime you establish a partnership, it must apply throughout the whole grid. I mean, that's a fascinating constraint, and we'll see how it works in action, I guess. Apparently, I think Cam said on Logic Masters Germany, this derived from a fear he had that he was always seeing ghostly shapes in mirrors as a child, which is a genuine condition. But, well, he's taken that fear and turned it into something that I think could benefit us all. Don't have nightmares. But here we go. Do have a go on the link below the video. And I'm going to have a play now. So let's get cracking. And obviously, even the cages are set up to be symmetrical. I guess that's why we have what would otherwise be a very useless cage. Like no number given in this cage, and it can't have any use to us because those 2 digits could never be the same anyway. But it's matching this cage on the other side of the mirror. Actually, that's very unfair because that's the only cage in that. Oh no, this one as well. This one, it might be important that those 2 are different. Anyway, 16. I see a 16 cage in 5 digits, so that has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And opposite it, that's a 33 cage. Now, I think there are only 2 possibilities for that. 9, 8, 7 is 24. That leaves 9. Yes, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, or 9, 8, 7, 5, 4. So can we use the mirroring? Yeah, these, I suppose. Yes, I don't think it can be 9, 8, 7, 5, 4. Ooh, let's not do it like that. Let's just highlight that cage. I don't think it could be 9, 8, 7, 5, 4 because only the 4 would be a mirror digit, and I think that's a problem, because if one of these digits is mirroring the others on the other side, then wherever the 4 appears in this cage, for instance, it's got to be, say it was there. No, well, let's say it was there. I don't know. It's got to be mirrored by the other digit over here. And then wherever the 4 appears over here, it's got to be mirrored by that same digit. But there's only one digit common to those two fills. So I don't think that can work. I think this has to be 98763, which means that 3 and 6 can be a matched pair. So look, I'm going to use a little area of the grid up here for matched pairs. I'm just using this as an aide-memoire area. These are not grid digits for the grid, so I'm colouring it yellow. So 3 and 6 look like a matched pair to me there. Then we need to consider, what do we need to consider next? See, what could the 19 cage opposite a 15 cage that's reflected in the mirror do? Now, there's quite a few possibilities for 19. It's going to have to be, well, it could be 9, 8, and 2. Yeah, assuming this is right. So we've got, as well as 3, we've got 1, 2, and 4 versus 7, 8, and 9. So they must match up in some way. 5 must mirror itself, I guess. Yeah, it must do, because something must. So what could this be? This could be 9, 8, 2, which would mean over here you'd need 2 of those. Sorry, 2 of the numbers opposite 9 and 8. So 2 of those and 1 of those that was opposite 2. Actually, it would have to be 4, 2, 9. If that was right, 9 and, let's fill it in as a possibility, 9, 8, 2 and 9, 2, 4. Then 9 and 2 would mirror each other and 8 would mirror 4. Now, what are the other possibilities? 9, 7, 3. But that would need a 6 in here to mirror the 3. And then 2 of these opposite 9 and 7. You can't get up to 15 that way. That doesn't work. 9, 6, 5. No, 9, 6, 4. Let's add up to 19 correctly. 9, 6, 4. Again, you'd need a 3. You'd need one of these that was opposite 4, and one of or that was opposite 9, and one of these that was opposite 4. 3, 8, 4 it would have to be. 3, 8, 4 opposite 9, 7, 4. Well, no, that doesn't work. 9, 7, 4 opposite 3, 8, 4. Does it work? Hang on, I'm losing my mind here. 9, 7, 4 here, and 3, 8, 4 here. No, you can't have a 3 in that one because you don't have a 6 in the other. So try it again. 9, 7, 4. It would need 2 of these and 1 of these. 4, 2, 9 again. So 9, 7, 4 here. Yeah, and 9 would be opposite 4. And what did I say? 2, 4, 9 again here. So that remains the same. That's quite interesting. Then there's still 2 possibilities beginning with 8. 8, 7, 4, which uses the same digits. And this would then be, again, 2 of those and 1 of those. So 2, 4, 9 again. with... Oh, what would 4 be opposite then? Oh, no, that couldn't be right, because 4 is not opposite itself. No, that wouldn't work, because you'd have 4 opposite something in that cage that couldn't appear in that cage, so that wouldn't work. And the last one is 8, 6, 5. Now that would need a 3 here, a 5, because 5 seems to mirror itself, and then a 7, which can't be opposite an 8. So that doesn't work. So I think we are fixed here. This is either 9, 8, 2 or 8, 7, 4. So it definitely contains an 8, I think. Now, what about this 9 opposite a 10 cage? Can't be 3, 6, because that would have to be opposite 6, 3. So that doesn't work. 6, 4 could be opposite 3, 7. No, hang on. Sorry, I'm looking for 9 combinations, not 10 combinations. It can't be 3, 6. It can't be 4, 5, because that would put a 5 in the 10 cage. That's not possible. 2, 7 could be opposite 1 from here and 1 from here. 9, 1. It can't be opposite 2, 8, because that would mean the 2 was repeated in here, which would mean the other number would have to be repeated in here again. That's not possible. So 2, 7 opposite 1, 8. Or 1, 8 here. No, hang on. No, this doesn't work. 1, 8 doesn't make 10. 2, 7 opposite 1, 9. That's what works. Okay, 1, 8 here would be opposite... Can't be 9, 1, because that would use the 1 again. Can't be 8, 2, because that would use the 8 again, and 7, 3 is not a possibility. Okay, so I think we're getting somewhere here. So that becomes 1 and 9 there. 1 must be opposite the 7, the bigger number. 2 must be opposite the 9. So that means 4 is opposite 8. This can't have the 7 in, so it can't be 7, 4, 8. It must be 2, 8, 9, opposite 2, 9, 4. That's fine. Now, what can we do next? Now we know from the grid, 9's opposite 2, 1's opposite 7. I'm just going to remember that 6 is opposite 3. Let's get rid of all those because they're going to get in the way in a moment. 6 is opposite 3 and 8's opposite 4. So we know the opposites now. And what can we do? Oh, maybe this 11 thing here. 2, 4, 9, 1. Yeah, I think this is working okay. I don't know where I'm meant to go next though. This 16 could have a 2, 9 in it and a 5, which would fit very nicely on the diagonal, or 7, 1 with an 8. That's not that good. 6, 3 with a 7. Okay, that's not that useful. 2, 4, 9, 1. So what can this 11 cage be? I mean, I suppose, yes, now that we know what all the opposites are, it is a bit more limited. So it can't be 2 and 9 because 2 and 8, 2, 8 and 9 are looking at that. Could it be 8 and 3? That would be opposite 4 and 6. Yeah, that would work. Could it be 7, 4? Opposite 1, 8. That does work as well. Could it be 6, 5? Opposite 5 and 4. Only if the 4 was there. Okay, that's all possible. irritatingly. Right. Now we know the 2 is opposite 9, 1 is opposite 7. How does that work maybe in the 16 and 33 cage? 2, 8, 9, 7. Ah, down here, yes. We've got to put 2 in here. So this can't be 2 and 9. It could be 1 and 7. Or 8 and 4. So if it was 8 and 4, it would be like that. If it was 1 and 7, it would be like that. Could it be 3 and 6? Actually, no, it can't be 3 and 6, because the other 2 in the cage would have to add up to 14, and they can't be 6, 8, or 9, 5. Oh, that's interesting. It can't be 1, 7 either, because the other 2 would have to be 15, and they can't be 7, 8, or 9, 6. So this now must be 8, 4, 8, 4, 9, 2. These 2 add up to 11, so they are 5, 6. 1 and 7 have to be opposite each other, so that's a 3 here. That 3 is in one of those. That puts a 6 in one of those. That makes this 5 and this 6. Now this 11 cage is much more limited. 6, 8, 2, 9, 4, looking at it. Can't be a 1 for the 11 cage, so it's 3, 5, or 7, which puts 8, 6, or 4 here for the maths. Now, 3, 5, or 7 is opposite 6, 5, or 1 here, which can't be 6, so we can get rid of the 7 possibility. 6 or 8 here is opposite 3, or, which is not possible, or 4 here, so that has to be 4. This is 8, that makes this 3, that makes this 3 is opposite 6. Oh, that can't be 6. 5 opposite itself? Is that what did I get this wrong? 5 opposite itself with a 6 there. Yeah, that. Well, no, this is not working at all, because I have to put a 3 up here now, which puts a 6 here, which clashes with that. So oh, look, I'm just completely wrong here. Okay, I got in trouble recently for calling myself a moron or a dummy too often, but I haven't been very smart here, and I think I know what's going on now. You see, how can I put digits on the diagonal when they can't see the other digit? I think I was just allowing digits to be on the diagonal. I was claiming earlier that 6 and 3 are matched up, but they're not if they're on the diagonal. Oh, that's completely blowing my theory about there having to be 2. Right. Okay, apologies all. I'm going to restart now. Oh, I understand what's going on much better now. Right. My apologies to the setter and to you lovely viewers, because I've wasted a lot of your time. That is still 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Now, I said that this couldn't be 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, because there'd only be 1 matching digit. But that's fine. We need... Oh no, actually it's not fine, but for a totally different reason. If 4 was the only matching digit, yes, what are you going to put on the diagonal? That is the point. That is the salient point. What are you going to put on the diagonal? You're going to have to put at least 3 digits on it, which are their own match, of course. So the reason this doesn't work now is that you can't get 3 matching digits out of it, because all the digits are used and there's only 1 matcher. So forget 4, 5. That was a correct deduction for entirely the wrong reasons. Right. Now we can have 3 and 6 as matching digits and 5 as a matching digit, and we need 3 matching digits, 3, 6 and 5. They are the numbers that always appear on the mirror line, on the diagonal. Oh, I understand the puzzle much better now. Oh, right. So those can't be 3 and 6 because their boxes already contain 3, 6 and 5. Oh, okay. I understand this now. Sorry about all the nonsense that went before. Right. So I'm actually going to do the same sort of matching thing, but I know that 3, 5 and 6 match themselves just from the forcedness of that cage and the fact that this has only got 2 possibilities and one doesn't work. So 3, 5 and 6 match themselves. What are the other matching pairs? Well, in one case 1, 2 and 4. In this cage, matching 7, 8 and 9 in some order in the other cage. Now, where... Oh, well, some of this logic might still work. Right. If this was... This can't be 5 and 4, because again, that would put a 5 in the 10 cage, which is impossible. It can't be 3 and 6, because 3 and 6 match themselves. So this is either 1 and 8 or 2 and 7. And again, if it's 1 and 8, the only one of these and one of these that makes 10 are 8 and 2 or 1 and 9, and that would copy only one digit from there instead of 0 or 2. So this is 2 and 7. This is 1 and 9, which are 2 different digits and make a different total. Okay. So 2 and 7... 2 and 1 match up against 7 and 9 in some order, and therefore 4 matches against 8. Okay. How can I use that? Right, let's look at these two again. Oh, and yeah, this is... Okay, 3, 5 and 6 are gone, so one of 1 or 2 versus 7 or 9 is gone here. So this could either be 4 and 8, which would put 6 and 5 here. That's quite possible. Or could it be 9 and 1? No, because that would need 13 here. In fact, the maximum here is 11. So the minimum for these two is 12, which is fine for 4 and 8, but does not work for anything involving 1 or 2. Perfect. So that's 4 and 8. This is 6 and 5. 3 goes there. That's an actual number in the grid. This is not. This is just an aide-memoire. The other of 2, 7 and 1, 9 goes here. Okay. Can we use this? Should I go through these possibilities again? I think I will. So 9, 8, 2. Actually, we've got a lot more information here. 9, 8, 2 must go with 4, one of those and one of those. That would have to be 4, 9, 2 again. So that's still possible. 9, 7, 3 here would have to be 1, 2 and 3 here. That's nonsense. 9, 6, 4 would involve 6, 8 and 1, possibly. So that is possible. Bother. 6, 8 and 1, 9, 6 and 4. I'm going to try the 2 ones beginning with 8. 8, 7 and 4 here would need to be 8, 4 and either 1 or 2 here. That doesn't add up to 15. 8, 6 and 5 here would be 6, 5 and 4 here. Oh, that works as well. Okay, this is not a useful area. Let's cross all that out. Sorry. What about the 9? Oh, what about the 9? So 9 is either a 9 sum in 3 cells is either 1, 2, 6, 1, 3, 5 or 2, 3, 4. So if it was either 135 or 234, the 3 would be here, opposite 3. Oh yeah, the 3 can't be in these cells because 3's been used in this box. So there is no 3 in the 9 cage. So it is a 1, 2, 6 cage, which means its opposite involves 7, 9, and 6. 1 and 2 are matched by 7 and 9. We still don't know the order. Does that help? Yes, these can't be 6 because 6 has already been used in the box. Therefore, 6 is here. Did that restrict these down? Now, coming back to this one. If this was 982, you'd have 167. That is possible. So 982 was opposite 924. I can remember that one now. 671. Yeah, that is just possible. Now, what was the next possibility? 964 here. 964 would have to match up against 861. These cannot be 861 because that would put 7, 9 here and 9 here. So that's gone. How about 865, which would go against 654? Ah, that is possible. But at least we know now that 8 is in one of those because it's either 865 or 982. This could be 654, but 4 is definitely in it. Those two are telling us where 8 and 4 is down here. I think I'm making a real meal of this puzzle, even on this better solve now. Never mind, let's crack on. I like to get these finished if we can. So, how can we use these two possibilities? Still don't know which of 1 and 2 is matched to which of 7 and 9. That's irritating. I'd like to know that. 3, 5, 6... Ah, this 16 now has a limited central digit. So if this was made up of 8, 4, that's impossible. You'd need another 4. If it was... it can't be 2 of the same digit. So it must either be 9 and 2 with a 5, 9 and 1 with a 6, 7 and 2 would need a 7, 7 and 1 would need an 8. So 9 is in one of those cells with either a 1 or a 2. This can't be 3 anymore. If 9's in one of those cells, it's not here. So that's 7 or 8 matching up against... I still don't know which one of these. That's irritating. Right. That didn't quite give me anything then. Oh, there's this 10 here against this one. So 10 could be... I suppose it could be anything, couldn't it? 1 and 9 would be against 2 and 7 up here. That's quite possible. Okay. Oh, hang on. Let's have a look at these. Now, this was either 982 or 652. If it's 982, this is 942. If this is... oh, it can't be... it can't be 865 because you couldn't fill in a number there. So it is 982. Right. So this is 942. Now it's 982. Right, now we've got some actual traction. 1, 6 there. This is a 2. 9 can't be in that, so 9 is there. So 9 goes opposite 2, and we finally know what the pairings are. Those are the pairings. I mean, I can use what I've done, 2 and 9. Oh, I can't quite use those. But this can't be 2 because 2's in there. So 7 and 2. 2 is opposite 9 and 1. Right, let's take out these cells. We just don't need that aide memoir anymore. Because I can now look down here. 2 is opposite 9, 8's opposite 4, 1 and 7 are opposite each other. Okay, 1, 6, 2, 8, 9, 7. 3's in one of those cells. That's always opposite 3, so 3 is in one of those cells. Now this makes more sense than previously. 1, 6 pair looking at that, so that's a 7. Obviously the symmetrical things are always going to apply here, so 7s we're looking at that as well. 2, 8, 9, 1, 4. So these are from 3, 5, 6 and 7. Now, 3, 5 and 6 would all be repeated here. 7's partner is a 1. Oh, that's possible as well. That's not very helpful. So 3, 5 and 6 would go with 8, 6, 5. 7 would go with 4. It can't be a 6 because of those. So we can take those possibilities out. 4, 5 or 8 would be opposite 8, 4 or 5. Funnily enough, the same. This one is now 3, 6 or 7 up here, which is 3, 6 or 1 there. That wasn't very helpful either. Right, 3, 4 and 5 are in those cells. That one not being 3. Same sort of thing here. 3, 5 and 8 are in those. That's not 3. Right, 2 there and 9 there. So they're gone. Now that's a 7, 8 pair on the end of the 33. So this is a 3, 6, 9 set, which must be opposite 3, 6, 2 here. So that is 1 or 4, opposite 7 or 8. 9 must be opposite 2 up there, making 11 and 5 to complete the cage. Right. Now this 10 can't be 3, 7, 6, 4 or 1, 9. So it's 8, 2. And it's opposite through the mirror. That becomes 4, 9. That's not, oops, that's not 9. That's not 4. Oh, that's not 2 as well. That's actually resolved. And so's that one. Right, so they're all done. 9, 2, 4. Look in the mirror. 2, 9, 8. That 4 is looking at this. So that's 1, 4, 8, 7. 4, 9, 2, 3, 6, 1. Regular Sudoku. That's a rare treat here. And that must be always opposite a 7. That's 1 or 5. This is 1, 4 or 5. This one, 1, 4, 9, 2, 3, 6. Oh, it's this one that is 5 or 7. These are from 5, 7 or 8. Now is this still... Yeah, this can't be 4 anymore, which means this can't be 8. That takes 3 out of that, which takes 3 out of that. Oh, we've got a 4, 5 pair now in the column. So these are 2 and 8. What are they opposite? They're opposite 9 and 4. Yeah, that makes sense. So 3 is in one of these two, which was the conclusion that gave me the heebie-jeebies in the first version of this puzzle, which puts 3 there. 2, 2, one of those is 2, so that's not 2, and that's not 9. This is a 4, 8 pair. They're the last things to go in the central box. We can do them based on the 4s and 8s that we've got already. That fixes 4 here, 8 here. That fixes this 4, 9 pair and this 8, 2 pair. That fixes the 9, 2 pair up there. And we've got 1 and 7 to go in this box as well. So these are 3 and 6. So that is a 7 with a 4. They go opposite a 1 and an 8. That makes this 5 and this 5 as well. That's all very good. That's not a 4 anymore, so it's a 1, 5 pair. That sorts that out, and indeed the number on the diagonal. So we can do all of those bits on that central diagonal now. Those are not 6, that's a 3, 9 pair, so 6 is there. 3 and 4. Getting a bit ahead of myself. I can use the mirror now to catch up on what else I wasn't doing. So 8 and 3 there. Similarly, 6 is opposite 6. So that's resolved. 6 there. This is a 5-7 pair. Actually, I can do that thanks to the 7 nearby. 3, 2. That works just as well in this box. Wow, what a clever puzzle. I mean, what a hash I've made of it, but at least the second time through it's worked a lot better. 5 there. So apologies if you were watching at the beginning and you were going, what the heck is that logic? It doesn't make sense to me. You were absolutely right about that. I hope you didn't take the time to write your comment before noticing that I did eventually unwind it, although not brilliantly. And there we go. I'm going to hit check. Although I'm confident. Excellent. What a clever puzzle. I mean, what a nice idea, and what a working of it as well. That really was quite taxing. Luckily, I was able to port some of the logic I did early on into the mulligan, the redo. So thank you very much for watching. If you're noticing that one of my eyes is looking a bit bloodshot, it's just from the heavy liquor I have to drink to get through phone calls with Simon most days. No, I'm joking. I think some foreign body has got in the eye. I'm sure it'll be better tomorrow. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you if you contributed to the Kickstarter. Thank you for bearing with me during that fouled up solve that was eventually corrected. Lovely puzzle from Cam Dennis. Thanks to him for that. And hope to see you soon on Cracking the Cryptic. Bye for now.